Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for my dearest Geminis. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. Okay, your person is showing up as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. All right, they're also showing up as the Four of Swords. Okay, so someone who's very attractive, very sexy, somebody who takes good care of themselves. I feel this person is successful. I also feel you meet them, they're healing or they're in chill mode, Gemini. They're viewing you as the Page of Wands, so they definitely see you as fresh, exciting, adventurous. And the connection, we see the Nine of Cups, okay? So the Nine of Cups can be wish fulfillment. It tells me this is going to be a really fun, very passionate connection, but we have to check in and see if there's longevity here. All right, and we see the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, because it does feel, Gemini, like this person may be kind of in between. Like, so I don't know if they've recently been through a breakup or some sort of major life change. Things are kind of up in the air for this person. Maybe they're in the process of moving or changing careers. Okay, or, you know, they could be juggling. This person could have other options available to them. That Queen of Wands is somebody who is very sexy, attractive, and gets a lot of attention, likes to get attention. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. If this, you know, if they're open about it, if they're, you know, if they're single and mingling, right? So let's see, this Queen of Wands, I do feel like you're going to be very physically attracted to this person. All right, the Three of Swords, yeah. But, you know, I do kind of feel, Gemini, there's a little bit of a timing issue here with this person. Now, that doesn't mean it can't work out, right? It may be that, you know, you have to hold space for one another, but it does look like this person may be healing from some sort of heartbreak, healing from sadness, right? And you want to be careful that, you know, this isn't a rebound situation. And the Six of Pentacles, but your person is finding balance. I also feel like that you and this person are very compatible. I do think you really balance each other out in really harmonious ways. But again, I'm getting an energy of this person may need a little bit of time for healing before before things really kick off. So you may want to do or be a bit more friends first, although I see that being difficult because I am picking up on sexual tension here between the two of you. Now, my Geminis, you're in a really powerful, healthy, independent energy. So I feel like you recognize, like, you don't need to rush. You also recognize that you have other options. So again, I'm kind of getting like a friends first vibe as like advice here. Although, like I said, it might be kind of hard to keep your hands off of each other because I am picking up on quite a bit of sexual tension here between the two of you. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Just one moment, Geminis. I need to avoid a cat disaster. Okay, Geminis, my apologies. My cat, who's still quite young, was opening up a cabinet drawer that could potentially like have all the contents fall on top of her. So I do apologize about that. I've put her out so we can concentrate fully here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what else we need to know about this person, or how else my Geminis will know who this person is. Okay, so we have karmic soulmate. All right, so you're meant to learn lessons in this connection and help each other evolve. So for some of my Geminis, this is not meant to be a long-term connection. But I say this time and time again in my readings, karmic soulmate doesn't necessarily mean it can't or won't be something powerful and long-term. Because the message here is really that you're meant to learn lessons and help each other evolve. And there's nothing saying that you can't evolve together, evolve and grow together. Okay, but there is a little bit of a caveat there because I am getting a few messages here that may indicate for some of my Geminis this isn't meant to be a long-term connection. This person could be a Virgo or have strong Virgo in their chart. They're great planners and organizers. They have a tendency to overthink or overanalyze at times. very practical, pragmatic, wise. I do also get an independent energy from this person. All right, we see counselor energy, so this person is good at mediating situations and they easily guide people through difficult circumstances. Now that might be what they do for a living, or it just might be their energy, okay? And we see Leo, so this person could have strong Leo placements. They could be a Leo here, but again, that Queen of Wands energy, they're ruled by fire. They're positive, they're passionate, they're playful, they like attention. Strength and resilience is this person's hallmark. But they're in chill mode here, Four of Swords, so actively healing from some sort of personal loss, or again, this person is just focused on other things, not so much, finding the one when you meet them. All right, this person may be well known, so it could indicate that they have a large social media following or they're well known within their community. They love to experiment, take risks, try new things. Again, I feel like this is where you and this person, Gemini, really kind of get along, and love from long ago. So this could be somebody from your past, but for the vast majority of my Geminis who are connecting with this reading, there's a past life soulmate energy. There's a sense of beautiful familiarity between you and this person. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this person. What else do my Geminis need to know about this person, please? Okay, so concern. All right, so 33. So some of you, again, you do meet this person when they're in a moment of, of concern within their life. They're healing. They may feel a little bit worried here, especially if this is a friends first vibe. Even though, like I said, there's this chemistry between the two of you, they may be a little bit worried about altering the situation or about, making a decision at this point in time when you meet them. But courthouse, I do like this, but this person will make a decision. This is not somebody, Gemini, who's going to keep you hanging or keep you single. I like this courthouse energy because I do feel like this is someone who analyzes both sides of the story. Again, I feel like you and this person can really talk about anything, even disagree on things, but without it becoming like contentious. So a lot of a lot of witty banter back and forth, but I'm also getting a lot of, intellectual stimulation here between this person. I do think you really appreciate this person's mind, the way that they work, and we do see marriage. Okay, so, deep down, this person, Spirit's saying for some of you, this may be something that leads to long-term, but I feel like it's something that you're going to have to be patient with, something, a connection that you're not going to, rush into, or you're going to have to maybe, keep it casual at first, or just be friends first, because this person does want a relationship, but it's like not their prime focus, or they're not quite ready when you meet them, okay? So again, it's about not getting too emotionally invested here, Gemini, before you know where they are, if they can meet you where you are, all right? So we have Messiah energy, serving humanity with humility. I don't know why I pulled this card for them, but I'm just going to do it anyways. So I guess we need to know more about this person. This person is very service-oriented. They're very humble. They do things without, expecting anything in return. Beautiful energy here. All right, and yeah, this person loves to tell stories, and they're probably quite animated when they do that, Gemini. They have an ability to express experiences and what they in life through stories and symbols. So again, a lot of I just see my Geminis really loving this. If there are silences between you, I feel they're going to be comfortable, but I don't think there's a lot of silence between the two of you. I think there's a lot of back and forth. It's beautiful. All right, so, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful for my Geminis, because I know you need that intellectual stimulation. This person may use their middle name, Gemini. All right, they've been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past. See, there's that Three of Swords. And again, you may know that. You may be witnessing that when you meet them or right now. They own their own home. So whether that's true or not, for a lot of you it is the case, but for some of you it's just this person really does have stability. All right, and they go by a nickname. All right, so let's see. They're viewing you as the Page of Wands. Now, I don't know if there's a little bit of an age difference here, but they see you as fun. They see you as lighthearted energy. I'm seeing a lot of laughter between the two of you. They see you as adventurous. Again, there's there's chemistry here. There's sparks between the two of you. The Judgment card energy in reverse. This person may feel in some way, shape, or form they've misjudged you, Gemini. Also, this person might be a little bit worried that you're not going to give them a chance, right? The Judgment card in reverse is like, that you're not even thinking about them in that way, in a type of way other than like friends. But I also feel like your person realizes they're in some sort of healing energy or in a weird in-between area, that they don't want to misjudge this or misjudge you. And I'm kind of getting like they don't want to hurt you, or they don't want to come into this unclear. Okay, and see, this person's a little bit worried that you're going to reject them, or that maybe that you are seeing them as in a weird place and aren't going to want to move forward with them. And I'm not saying that they're happy about that by any means, but I do think that you both are aware of the timing issue within this connection when you first meet. Again, the tension, the chemistry is there for sure. The compatibility is there, but it does feel like there's a little bit of a timing issue, and that may be the lesson to be learned here. Your energy, the Seven of Swords in reverse. See, you feel like you can be completely transparent and vulnerable with this person, Gemini. But you're seeing things clearly. Yeah, I like this. It's like you also recognize like you're not going to get involved in a situation, for example, that is a rebound situation. Interesting. It just very evolved energy here from you, Gemini. I love it. I think in my last Gemini reading, I said I was so proud of you, because I feel like I'm just picking up on really, really powerful Geminis who are grounded and who have learned your lessons. You're really actively transmuting energy, coming from a very healed, mature place. So I'm going to reiterate that, how proud I am of my Geminis, for those of you who are with me and who are connecting with this reading. All right, so what they like about you, see, this person is very attracted to you. Don Juan energy, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, but this person does find you to be sexy and attractive, okay? And they also see you're both really independent, and you were coming out as independent. They like that. You have this child orphan archetype about you. Independence based on learning to go it alone and conquering your fear of surviving, so that you are, they love that. They love that independence here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this connection. I do see it being a lot of fun, the Nine of Cups. This can be wish fulfillment, but sometimes my Nine of Cups energy is, dating, hooking up, having fun, but it doesn't always speak to long term. So let's see if we get any more clues. There it is. The chemistry you feel is mutual. The attraction here is mutual. All right, a new love or a recommitment. So for a lot of you, this is a new love, even if you know this person. All right, and detach with love to clearly see the truth. And I feel that's a message there about the timing here, Gemini. And again, even if the timing is off, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work out down the line, but it's like you may just have to kind of hold tight. All right, and again, that doesn't mean putting your life on hold. It doesn't mean you don't explore other options, but it's like recognizing, okay, I can't rush this, and I can't get involved, if it's not in alignment with where I am right now. All right, so let's see, advice and guidance for my Geminis. Okay, let go of the past, clear your energy to allow more love into your life. Kind of feels like it's this person's energy. All right, fearless love, but Spirit saying take a leap of faith, a courageous leap into the unknown. All right, and your romance is about to evolve and level up. So, Gemini, this person might be the one who comes towards you. And I kind of feel like they need to be the one that comes towards you. They need to be the one that makes the decision. All right, we see gift giving. This could be this person's love language here. All right, and let's see, what else do we need to know? Any important dates or times for my Geminis? July, so this person could be born in July. Maybe you're born in July if you're not a Gemini sun, but say you're a Gemini Venus or rising or something like that. The month of July in the past could be important. Maybe you met this person back then, or it could be that things are unfolding between now and July within the next 6 months. And we also see the same for April. All right, so Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.